few months ago, we couldn't possibly have imagined that this is where we were going to be this Memorial Day. It's supposed to be honoring our military heroes and sacrifices that they made. We're still going to do that today. I'm 100% sure that Roy would want that. We're also honoring our brother, friend, father, grandfather, loved one, Roy Cooper, Super Luke. Roy was one of my very best friends. I can count those on one hand. He was my hero. We shared a lot of good and bad times together. He didn't hang out with me, I hung out with him. You know, all you people that consider Roy brother knows this. He would give you the shirt off his back, and we would do the same for him. He introduced me to a lot of his friends over the years, a lot of you world champions out there that I see here that I never would have met, probably. But another guy that he introduced me to was his good friend Howard Council. And what a good man Howard was. And Roy loved him, and he introduced me to his wife Genevieve, and I got to know both of them. But Roy was determined that I was going to have one of Howard's saddles because they were the best. That's what he said, and he was right. I ended up with a few over the years, and I treasure those works of art. Like I said, Roy loved old Howard, and me too. Roy was one of the ones that they made that saying about. They broke the mold after they made him. They sure did. One of my favorite stories about me and old Roy was we were at the All-American one year. And me and him, Norman, Sherry. So we've been there all day long, you know, we've been betting on the horses and having us a big old time. And came time for the big race, and they asked me and Roy if we would ride in the pre-race parade. They didn't really know what they were getting into. We were feeling pretty good about ourselves, so we said okay. They got us a couple of horses. We rode up the track with the governor and some other dignitaries waving at the crowd and all of that. When we got to the end of the track there and started turning around with all those people, I looked over at Roy, and he looked about those two grins and said, bigger. I knew something was up. He goes, you want to race? Before I could say, hell yeah, we were gone, baby. We rode as hard as we could right back in front of the grandstands. Nobody knew what was going on, and we didn't really care. So we always said they got an extra race that day. And Roy always said that he won that race, and I never would admit to it, but I guess I will now. He got me by the nose. And funny, he said, yeah, we got banned from racing after that. I guess we did. Another great story that I remember about old Roy is we went to the Kentucky Derby together one year. All about racing, I don't know. And we were at a party after the Derby, and I looked around, and Roy's trying to left foot Stevie Nicks. I swear. Years later, I ran into her somewhere, and she said, hey, where's that crazy cowboy friend of yours? And tried to rope me at the Derby that night. He always made a big impression on Roy. miss him so much. He was a good man. Boy, did he love his family. And he loved the Lord. The good Lord chooses me to go to paradise sometime, where I know Roy is. I'm just going to say, throw a counsel on one for me, brother. Let's race. God bless Roy. God bless the Cooper family. God bless all you friends and brothers. So many great stories today. I just had such a great time. It's such an honor for me to be